So in this video, we're going to look at how to theme our application. We'll start off by adding a Bitcoin logo to the screen. So at the top of our page, let's import Ion icon, because we'll be using the Ionicons inside of this project. And then above our cards, we can have an Ion icon, and that icon will have the name of logo-Bitcoin. And if you save the file, you can see that we have this Bitcoin logo. If we head over to app.css, we can remove everything from here, and we can add a .bitcoin logo. That will give us a new class in which we can set the width to 140 pixels and the height of 140 pixels. And inside of app.js, we can add the class name of Bitcoin logo. We can then center this on the screen by setting display block and margin is 0 auto. And there we have our Bitcoin logo. We can also target particular areas of Ionic using something called CSS variables. So for ion-content, let's set the background using these two dashes here. That's known as a CSS variable. And we can set that to a blue, so that'd be 3B43BE. And once we save the file, you can see that our application will update to have, of course, this blue color. We now need to set the color of the logo equal to white to match that. And by default, the color of the cards is simply transparent. So we'd have to go ion-card, set the background of that equal to white, and we can add an important flag just at this stage to override any other variable. Inside of app.js, we can put the icon in a section like so, and we can call this Bitcoin header. And inside of app.css, we can take the Bitcoin header and we can set a background color to a darker blue. We can also at the same time set a height of about 180 pixels. When we save the file, you can see that we now have this header. I don't think our toolbar matches, so I'm going to remove the header, the toolbar, and the title. Inside of our Bitcoin header, we can also add some padding top of 20 pixels. That just moves down our icon slightly. And finally, I'd like to display the disclaimer. So underneath the loading cards, we can add a paragraph tag in its own section if we want to. And we can say bitcoininfo.disclaimer. And that will display the disclaimer on screen. We can give this, like the header, another class name of Bitcoin disclaimer. And if we make a Bitcoin disclaimer class, we can set the color of that to white, or even an RGBA 255, 255, 255. But we can set the opacity of that to maybe something like 7.5. We can also set the text align to be center, and maybe add some padding of 6 pixels. Now you can see that we have a disclaimer here on screen, and that about wraps up the theming for our Bitcoin price tracker.